All right, I want to demonstrate for you a really crucial and vital and super cool exercise for interpreters. Whatever you wish to call it, you can call it the flexibility exercise. Runners are notorious for being really inflexible and not touching their toes, like me, but hopefully you can develop your mind to a level where it's super agile, nimble, flexible, and so forth. This helps a lot. And here's the purpose. The purpose is that there is never just one way. There is never just one right way to interpret a sentence, a statement, and so forth. You might forget a word, you might forget this and that, and you always should know that there's a bypass, a different road, a different route, right? And just that there's never any one right way except maybe technical terms. So I'm going to ask my friend Leo here to give us short sentences in Russian, and I'm going to interpret them different ways into English. And it might be just the slightest changing one word, or the grammatical structure, or the sequence. And all you need to do this exercise is another person. Don't have him give you complicated or long sentences for the purpose of this exercise. They should be relatively short and to the point. Okay, whenever you're ready.
Окей, очень меня поражает климат в Миннесоте. А также меня очень удивляет, почему в Миннесоте 10 тысяч озер, столько много.
I'm completely astounded by the Minnesotan climate and by the number of lakes that we have in Minnesota, specifically 10,000. It never ceases to surprise me that in Minnesota we have a huge plethora of lakes, 10,000 lakes, and the type of climate that Minnesota possesses. The Minnesota climate is a never-ending source of surprise and wonderment to me, as well as the fact that we have 10,000 lakes here in the state of Minnesota. I think that was 3. In Minnesota, we have 10,000 lakes. An incredibly curious fact, plus the climate in Minnesota is a source of amazement for me. I'll do one more. Minnesota hosts 10,000 lakes and a very unusual and predictable climate, which is something that I've always been surprised by. So I'm just going to comment to our listeners and viewers really quick. Notice that hopefully I did not change the meaning here too much. Okay, like slight changes for the purposes of this exercise are okay, but not too much. But I'm doing it in different grammatical ways using different words. Let's continue. We'll do a few more and then maybe I'll go into Spanish just a little bit.
Меня всегда поражает то, что в Миннесоте самый большой молл не только в Америке, но даже он один из величайших во всем мире. Почему это такой огромный молл именно у нас в Миннесоте? Меня это всегда удивляло.
Also, in the state of Minnesota, we have the biggest mall, not only in the United States of America, but actually also in the world. And I've always wondered at this fact, why is it that Minnesota gets to be this lucky state? Another thing that I've always been amazed at and astounded by is that we have the biggest mall, the Mall of America in Minnesota, and it's not only biggest in the country, but actually in the world. The biggest mall in the world is housed by none other than the state of Minnesota. It's the Mall of America. And it's obviously the biggest in the country, the biggest in the world, and I know not why. I couldn't tell you the reason why we have the biggest mall in the world, the Mall of America, in the country, in the world, but it's always been a source of wonderment to me. That might have been 4, but I think it's enough. Let's continue a little more. I might go into Spanish.
Ну, еще одно удивление, которое меня всегда удивляло, это то, что в Миннесоте какая-то ошибка природы. Идет сначала длинная зима, а потом сразу же лето. Поэтому это всегда удивляло и всегда это приводит всегда в изумление от такого резко континентального климата.
Notice actually that Leo is making it a little easier for me. He's giving me longer sentences. The longer the sentence, the easier it is to be flexible. But anyway, otra cosa que siempre me ha sorprendido es que aquí en Minnesota tenemos un clima muy continental porque tenemos un invierno muy largo, muy duro y después repentinamente viene el verano. Ya. Y es una cosa que siempre me ha sido muy interesante. Otra cosa que siempre me ha sorprendido es que después de un invierno muy largo, siempre viene el verano muy rápido sin la primavera. Y siempre he pensado, ¿por qué pasa esto? Otra cosa que me encanta sobre Minnesota, porque es muy única, es que después de un invierno muy largo, larguísimo, viene un verano, de repente, ya sin ningún aviso. That was only 3. But I think you guys get the point. The point is continue. You can go up to 20. I would actually try 20 once, or you can do 22, my favorite number. And that way you can see that there is no limit to your mind's flexibility, right? But normally I would probably do between 5 and 7. It's a very good exercise, and I'll see you in the next clip. And let's thank Leo, our guest, for this
Thank you
clip.
very much.
All right.